You're Austin? Austin Marcum, right?
Austin Marcum be my name.
Where are you from?
I'm from McEwen, Tennessee.
All right, and how long have you lived here? Your whole life? Or,
Now about probably 14 years,
and how long you been in hunting?
ever since I was 4 years old.
And what's the first dog that you can remember treeing a coon with? And who was it with?
First dog that I personally owned was a blue tick half walker dog,
Cross.
crossbreed dog.
Yes,
I bought for $50 and went through all the motions. I was probably, I don't know, I was pretty young. I imagine 10 years old, so he wasn't that much. He wasn't a very good caliber coon dog, but I treated a few with him.
Who'd you hunt with mainly when you were growing up?
My grandpa.
Grandpa. And then you just kept it on your whole life, right?
Sure did, yes sir.
So what brought you into the English life, or the English coon hounds?
You know, my grandpa had a few. He primarily hunted walkers. He had a few pretty good English dogs. And I've always liked the looks of a red tip. But I hunted walker dogs most of my life. And I just took a notion one day, wanted to try one, my own. So that's what I done. That's my radar dog.
And then so you started your own bloodline then out of the radar dog. Is that what we're?
Well, I've made a few crosses on him.
Yes, sir.
He's a Briar Creek bred. He's out of the Briar Creek Copper Dog, which is out of Chrome.
Okay. And how old is he?
He's 8 years old.
What's the first thing you can remember when you thought, okay, I got something here with radar?
Oh, he never came back and checked in.
Never came.
He always just had a little something extra to him. He got out of the pen one time. He was about probably right at 4 months old. And if he ever got out, he was gone. And I had to drive across my grandpa's farm, which he has 80 acres. And then I had to go on the neighboring farm. I just seen a little dot going across the pasture. And it was him. I run up on him, but it was him, just traveling. He's always just had a little extra gear to him. And I always had dogs that treat coons and walkers, but he really set the mold as far as what I wanted in a dog. You know, extreme hunt and extreme independence.
Yes. So you have radar, and you said something about a female out of radar.
Yes,
Tell me a little bit about her and what she does.
that'd be Miss Loretta Lynn right there. She's a 2-year-old dog. She's coming 3, probably about to turn 3 in about a month. She's not the same caliber dog he is. He just pretty well fits me in about every category. He doesn't have an overpowered mouth. I had to fault him anyway, and that would be about the only way I can fault him as far as I go. You know, everybody's different.
Right.
Her, you know, he's kind of a go through yonder, strike a track, open here, open over there, drift it, and get treed. She's more of a track straddler. She doesn't spin her wheels on every track, but it's enough that, you know, sometimes I get a little aggravated with her. She's normally pretty accurate, normally has been.
So you said she was 2 coming 3.
Yes.
So when he was 2 coming 3, was he what was he the? I guess was he what where he was now is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yes, sir. He was. He split tree. That's one reason why I wanted to bring him here. He split tree with his first wild coon 5.5 months from my old walker dog I was hunting at the time. Still own him, but he's 12-year-old. He was right down in this holler, and they split treed. He had a coon. The walker dog had a coon. He always stayed off to himself as a puppy. He caught a disease called blasto. I don't know if you ever heard of that or not. But anyway, it's just a long ordeal. We thought he had pneumonia, and he didn't. He had blasto. It was several treatments, several months. But long story short, he lost an eyeball out of it. It's a fungal infection that sets up in their lungs, and it can set up in their eyes. But luckily, I didn't have to get him castrated. You know, that was one lot of blasto dogs end up having to.
So you caught that, I guess, kind of early, probably, or
Yeah, I
at
sure
a good
did.
point.
Had a really good vet.
Yeah.
The good Lord. You know.
Good. So you said you had a walker dog. Do you own any other dogs besides those 3, or?
I've got a 9-month-old. Well, he's probably coming 10 now. Named Rambler, pup out of Radar, and a really nice Briar Creek or a loudmouth JR female.
So you hunt and train dogs.
I do.
Do you do it privately or?
So I have started several dogs for people on the side, and I may go back to that once I get Rambler, established. I really enjoy hunting dogs, starting dogs, hunting dogs.
How long have you say you've been passionate about and doing starting dogs?
What, for the public or just for me?
Just for you and in general.
Oh, I don't know.
How much experience do you have?
I've always been dog crazy. They used to catch me out there at the dog pen all the time. I'd just be sitting on the dog house or wherever there was dogs. But I really started liking to train dogs probably whenever I would say 14, 15 years old, something like that. I'm 28 now, so.
So over 10 years, over a decade of experience training dogs.
Yes, sir.
Right here in Tennessee.
Yes.
So we mentioned something about Loretta. Is there any reason why? Is it just the location? Why do you call her Loretta Lynn?
So I did not name her.
Okay.
You want me to put her in the box?
She's fine.
So I've got a really good friend named Brad Cox down in Georgia. Lynn! I've got a really good, she don't have great manners as far as that stuff goes. She's wanting to go hunt.
Yeah, she's over it.
Brad Cox down in Georgia, I gave her to him as a puppy, and he let her run loose. I imagine she was 4 months old, maybe 5. I'm horrible with time, so it may have been give or take a month. And he ended up getting out of hunting. He had a really nice blue English dog named Blue Junior that got killed. Somebody shot him, and that kind of took the wind out of his sails as far as hunting goes, I think. He ended up calling me and gave me the opportunity to get her back. And he named her Loretta Lynn. So I call her Miss Lynn.
So just a coincidence being from the area.
That's right. That's right.
Awesome. You want to tell anybody about the kind of hunt we're going to be in tonight, or what we're looking at tonight, what we're going to show them with Miss Lynn?
Hopefully a coon. I'd be proud of that.
Right.
We ought to do pretty good tonight. Seem like the sows are denned up, having little ones probably. Seem like I'm treating a lot of dogs are ranging, pretty good to strike a coon. I'm not killing many right now for that reason. I didn't bring no gun tonight, but hopefully we can go see a coon on a limb.
All right, well, let's give it a go here in a little bit.
All right.
Thanks, Austin.
Thank you.
Just waiting on Dart.
Dart 30.
Yes, sir.
This is Miss Lynn.
Miss Lynn.
Briar Creek Miss Lynn. Yeah, she's not classy by any measure, but she's a pretty good little meat dog.
Yes, sir.
I've enjoyed following her. I got that Rambler pup I was talking about out of JR female. The female's name is Josephine, and she really seems to be throwing nice pups. Of course, she's been bred to good studs too, but she's a very nice hound, and that's just a good stock of dogs. I'm a big fan of loudmouth JR dogs. I'm looking forward to finishing him out. I just really like that stock of dog.
Where's that stock of dogs out of?
Down in Georgia, a man named Alan Short. Y'all probably know Alan. He's starting to finish some of the biggest winners that I know of. I've got the opportunity to hunt with several of them. Alan knows a dog, good coon dog, good dog trainer.
Yes, sir.
He's always been treated me well. Sure have.
All right.
Are you excited about hunting out here tonight?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Can't wait. Not sure about these hills, but we'll see.
Well, we might drive around. Tell me what kind of motor she's got.
All right. Yep. Right there.
She's waiting on me to shoot it at. Good girl, Lynn. Got him, girl. Even the blind hog finds an acre every one.
Tell us what old Lynn did out there.
She turned loose. She went about 700 yards, maybe 700 some change. Opened twice on the ground, fell treed, and had a coon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Miss Lynn did it quick too.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate you coming out.
So, is there anything that got you to the Briar Creek dogs? Was it your grandpa? Was it you just doing some research?
I'd heard they had motor. I was a walker dog man, but I had drew one or two here and there. They had plenty of motor. That's the main thing I really like to keep in a dog. I like a dog with plenty of juice. And Mr. Jim Ridge has done a fantastic job with that stock of dogs. Chris Girth, they got a good stock of dog right there in Indiana. I like, mine are kind of watered down, but I really like them.
Yes, sir.
So you want to get a footage of Loretta Lynn's house?
That would be.
I don't know, you man. Let's see. Turn that light out or on, or
Yeah.
here, let me pull up here. I don't use it.
There's old Loretta's house.
Rest in peace.
Miss Loretta Lynn, and we hunted Loretta Lynn just down the road.
I wonder if we get that waterfall. Sometimes you get it up.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's going up a little bit. Yeah. I'm tickled to death. I think you can let me. Not many people can get this opportunity.